Hi, I'm Ryan Szymanski, curator for Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial. And today we've got another extra special maintenance update for you. Battleship New Jersey is closed 3 days this week for some of the maintenance work we're doing. In fact, I would call this maintenance work the last bit of work relating to dry docking. We are putting back up the mast and the radar antennas. In fact, behind me you can see we've already got those radar antennas in place. We intentionally waited after the ship got back for 2 reasons. One was to get to the slow season, because we have to close down the museum because the crane is in the middle of the pier. There's no safe way to get visitors onto the ship. So we didn't want to do this over the summer right when we brought the ship back. And 2, institutionally, we decided from the very beginning we didn't like the idea of cutting stuff off of the ship, things that had already been restored. Things like the mast and the radar, which could rotate. But we had to get her under the bridge. So we decided if we were going to spend money to do that, then we weren't just going to put it back to the way it was. The ship had to be better afterwards. And not just like, okay, while the mast was on the pier, we changed out the aviation warning lights with LEDs and we painted it. Great, no, that's not good enough. We wanted to make the ship better. So we started to look for the other exterior features that the ship was missing that we needed a crane to put into place. We already have the crane here to put the mast back up. It's already paid for under the dry dock program. But what pieces did we need? The 2 things that we really needed are the drone control SPQ-9 radar dome, which would cover the antenna that controlled the drone, and the Harpoon missile launch canisters for the port side. We had the starboard side canisters, but we never had a full set for the port side. We wisely chose to put the ones we had on the starboard side where visitors coming up could see. But you know, those folks over on Olympia across the river have been really grinding my gears lately, so I wanted missiles pointed at them too. Anyway, we've been looking for these for the entire 20 years that the ship was a museum. And we certainly had a lot of other stuff going on while the ship was in dry dock, but we decided that if we had to take the stuff off, damage the ship, we were going to add something back. So we really lucked out. We reached out to Infinite Technologies and they gave us a radar dome for free, including the shipping. It was even the right color. Don't ask me why. The Atlantic Fleet battleships have black radar domes, and we have the light gray ones. That's just the Pacific Fleet thing. Both Missouri and New Jersey had the gray domes. So we got that installed just a little bit earlier this morning. That hasn't been on there since probably mid-1990. And then you'll remember the Navy wouldn't let us take one off of one of the ships nearby when we were in dry dock because they didn't want anybody working aloft. It was unsafe. That said, the Navy did work with us when we asked for the extra Harpoon missile canisters. They happened to have a set for us at Naval Weapons Station Yorktown. Their only caveat was they needed to get rid of the shipping containers as well as the missile canisters. It was cheaper for them to give them away to us than it was for them to dispose of the whole thing. So we said, yeah, we'll get rid of those, no problem. They gave them to us, and we've already got one in place, the second one's in the air, and here are the other 6 that are going to go up. We literally drove down to get these yesterday while the SPS-49 radar antenna and the dipoles were being put into place. So like just in the nick of time. And being able to get all of this stuff was another reason why we waited until after the busy season to put them up. So I believe we will continue to have the most complete Iowa-class battleship. We have our full set of original phalanxes. We will now have a full set of real harpoons. We are matching Missouri in having a replica radar dome in place. Well, it is a real radar dome. It is a replica of the one that we need. Because I know you're going to ask, yes, we are going to get that radar spinning again. Some volunteers and I are going to go up this weekend or early next week and get it rewired. And while we're up there, we're going to look at the surface search radar and see what it'll take to get that rotating again as well. So not sure we'll get it done this winter. Winter's a terrible time to spend up that mast, but we'll definitely be working on it for the near future. So now that the major exterior parts of the ship are going to be completed, what are some other things you think we need to better interpret the ship for our period of interpretation around 1990? Let us know in the comments section down below. We'll work on getting those in the near future. Battleship New Jersey receives operating support from the New Jersey Department of State, also from a number of other businesses and private individuals like yourselves. We really appreciate your support. There's a link in the description down below. Your support is what allows us to get these parts to complete the ship. You can also support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing so more people find out about us in the museum. Thanks for watching.